So, who wants to hear a story? Okay. Gather around, gather around. Uncle Isaac's going to tell you a story. Now, okay. I'm going to tell you a story about the time me and channel member Miguel, really quick. Wait. Got to do the intro. For the record, if this is your first time on the channel, hi, thanks for clicking on the video. And if you're a returning viewer, hi, how you doing? Now, for anyone who's not used to the channel, like it's your first time here, there's a team of us behind the scenes, basically. There's me and channel member Michael. We're the ones who pretty much like do the videos, we do the recordings, the gameplays, stuff like that. And we got a couple of other members. We got channel member Miguel, who's involved in this story. He's taking care of his own thing right now, personal life stuff and all that. So, but he is the one who made our original channel logo and our channel banner, and as well as our intro. So, he's played a big part in the roots and development of the channel. Now, another member we got is a new member of the channel. Now, when we get close, we're actually not far away from 400 subscribers, and every 100 subscribers, I always do a special video where I talk about, like, give like a little channel update. So, if you're not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, future videos, and that way I know there's interest. And when we hit 400, I'll do like a quick channel update to introduce you to the new member of the channel. But for right now, we'll just call him channel member Hector. Now, really quickly, before I get to the story of the video, let me know in the comments what's the most hilarious kind of any story you've ever, or any kind of experience you've had involving TCGs. Let me know. I'd love to read them, and because this is going to be a pretty interesting one here. So, now, I'm going to tell you about the time I ran into the cringiest, and I mean cringiest, Magic player of all time. Now, really quick, this isn't to, start any, Civil War TCG style amongst TCG players. No. I got nothing against Magic players. If you're watching this and you play Magic, good on you. Awesome. I have no beef with Magic players. Shoot, a lot of my friends at locals play Magic, and a lot of them watch this channel. You guys know who you are. I got no problem with Magic whatsoever. It's just not my cup of tea. Unlike most people, I've actually sat down and tried every TCG there is. Because I believe in giving everything a fair shot. You know what I mean? When I was a little kid, the first time I tried sushi, I didn't think I'd like it. There you go. Then channel member Michael got me to try it a couple more times when we were in middle school. It's good. So, that old saying's true. Don't knock it till you try it. So, but I've tried Magic. It's just not my thing. But again, this has nothing to do against Magic players as a whole. Just like you can't group everybody into one, you can't, judge an entire group based on the actions of one person. Let's be real. Certain Yugioh players from a certain Yugioh player from Missouri is not a fair representation of Yugioh players from Missouri. Let's be honest here. We talked about that last time. So I know not all Magic players are like this, but this is just an example of the time I ran into a super annoying, cringy Magic player. So, enough beating around the bush, let's get to it. Now, this is back when I was in college. I think this was like my, my first or second semester. So, I was pretty much used to being in college, you getting used to the campus and all that. Getting used to the schedule that came with it. So, this is during the time where I had 2 courses every day. One was around the morning, one was in the afternoon. I just finished both my classes for the day, so I was thinking, alright, I got about an hour before Michael should be finished with his, and then we can go home because he was my ride at the time. I ended up hanging out in the area where the students hang out, eat lunch, that sort of thing, and one of my friends was there. This friend happened to be channel member Miguel. So me and him were just hanging out. We were chilling, we were relaxing, and we decided, let's play a little Yu-Gi-Oh, because we were playing at the time. This was during the right before the Link era, basically. So during this time, now really quickly, anyone who watches the channel knows I'm a Hero player. I'm a GX fanboy, but right during this time, I was actually playing Dark Warrior Synchro. This is a deck before Level Eater got banned, and before Psyframe Lord Omega got hit to 1. Basically, this deck would turbo through Psyframe Lord Omegas and Trishula, the Ice Barrier, to basically empty out your opponent's hand. It was honestly super hilarious. It was really fun, too. So I was playing that deck at the time, actually. So, and my friend was playing, and Chandler Miguel, he was playing... Shoot, what was he playing? I think he was still experimenting with his Constellar deck, because he used to really like that deck. So, me and him were just hanging out, playing. We were actually having a pretty good time, because we were also waiting for Chandler Michael. He was still in his class. We were waiting for him to get out, and we were going to get something to eat, you know what I mean? So, we were just hanging out, waiting for him to get out. But, no. So, while we were sitting, this person, who I've seen around before, came out of nowhere. This dude started walking to us, and at first I was thinking, is this guy like a friend of yours? You know, I was asking him. He said he spoke to him a couple of times in like one class or something, because he's, now really quick, Chandler Miguel's a good guy, but he's one of those guys that like keeps a conversation, like you ever gone to the store, like to any kind of store, drug store, grocery store, whatever, and the cashier is trying to have a conversation with you? Now, I try my best not to be rude, because, you know, these people got to deal with annoying, rude customers all day. I don't like to be a dick, but at the same time, I'm not trying to have a conversation. I'm basically thinking to myself, okay, just scan the stuff, I want to get out of here. But he's the kind of guy that will happily have a conversation with them. So, I was thinking to myself, oh boy, alright, so this guy. Now, I don't judge people based on their appearance, but this guy, I gotta be blunt with you, this is the epitome of what a Magic player would stereotypically look like. This guy was wearing the big, huge, saggy sweatpants, the gray sweatpants, fucking plaid red and black shirts, not buttoned, and had like a stain on his shirt too. So I was like, oh boy. All right. So he just sat down, didn't even really say much to us. He said hi, I think. But right away, all he did was just sit down right next to me and Miguel and just stare at us. He just stared at us weirdly, and I was like, okay, maybe he's waiting for his friends or something. I don't know. So we just continued playing the game. I was actually up 1 on Miguel. So he had, I had 1. He had, because, you know, we go for match. So me and him were playing, and I was doing my turn. The dude started smirking. I was like, okay, what the hell? All right, I'm like, I'm half tempted to be like, all right, maybe we should just move to another table or something, because I don't know if this guy just wants to table, because there were other tables open, but we were sitting at a specific table that had an outlet open, because, you know, we want to charge our phones and all that good stuff. So I was thinking, okay, maybe we could just move, but no, the minute I tried to say something, he basically started trying to ask about the game. So, you know, I just told him, you know, Yugioh, you know, it's Yugioh, you know what I mean? So the guy was saying, I'm more into Magic, and I'm like, alright, man, that's cool. So I was thinking to myself, alright, this guy's a Magic player, alright, no big deal. It's not really, so at least that's what I was thinking to myself, and I was hoping. I was like, okay, this guy likes Magic, maybe he wants to learn a little bit more about another card game, that's cool. But no, the guy just kept watching us play and kept smirking. Then, okay, this part kind of pissed me off a little bit. He immediately started grabbing Miguel's cards. Now I gotta be honest with you. I played in multiple different areas, you know what I mean? Tons of different players, and I don't mind it when people want to, like, you know, stand, like, this has happened before to me, you know, stand behind, you know, while we're playing, or, you know, just immediately start watching while we're playing. You know, I don't really mind that too much, because, you know, they want to know what's going on, you know, but, that the minute though you start touching my shit or one of my friends, that's where I'm getting annoyed, because I'm like, dude, I don't know where your fucking hands have been, and no offense, this is my stuff. You don't see me start grabbing for your phone or something. So I was a little annoyed actually, because all he was doing was just staring at Miguel's cards, and Miguel had some pretty good cards. His entire Constellar deck was all DT rarityed out. This dude had all the DT Constellar cards, so you know he had a pretty pricey deck. The dude, for some reason, started smirking even more and started asking how much of these cards worth. And Miguel started telling him, I don't remember the exact price of the cards, but I think like a couple of them are like $10 each. stuff like that. I could be wrong. It's been a long time since obviously I don't look at card prices from way back then, but there were some decently priced cards in there. So, and then he started looking at my deck. Now, like I said, I was playing Dark Warrior Synchro Turbo. And I actually went pretty ham on some of the cards there because I actually really like a lot of the cards that were played there. Armageddon Knight, I've always really liked that card. Dark Grepher. I actually had Secret Dark Greffers. And this is, it's funny. In this deck, I ran the same Malicious I play right now in my hero deck. If you go to any of my hero deck profiles, you see my Malicious that I play. Those are the exact ones I had back then, because I've had these Malicious for a very long time. I got them a long, long, long time ago. Back when I was, I think I got them from off a dude when I was still in middle school. I got them a long time ago. So I've had these cards for a long time. These are the original ones from the Raw Yellow Mega Pack. These are super old ones, and my cards are still in pretty good shape, because I like to take care of my stuff, so my car's still in good shape. And back then and currently, I think these went for like $20 each. So I was telling him, this one right here, my Militia, it's like $20 each. And then I told him, because I also had the super rare Gofu before it got hit. The Blackwing Tuner Monster before it got banned. I had the super one. It was like, I think I got mine for like $5 each. But then I remember before they got banned, it went up to like $10 each. So I got it for a good deal. And then he just started almost laughing under his breath. And then, I kid you not, he did this. He, first off, pulled out his backpack like he's fucking Seto Kaiba. You know that shit he does with his briefcase? He fucking pulled out his bag, put it on the table, and I'm like, dude, first off, we're playing. You know what I mean? Me and him still had our mats out. Our cards were still spread out. So he almost, not only was he touching my friend's cards without asking, he almost knocked over our shit, too. Then he started looking through his bag and he pulled out his deck boxes. And the dude started looking through his Magic deck. I don't know what the hell he was playing. And he pulled out a couple of cards from there. And he said, each of these cards right here are worth more than your entire deck. Now, first off, who the fuck goes to somebody they don't even fucking know and starts saying that shit? And I'm sorry if I'm getting a little heated, because talking about this is actually making me memorize this, because I'm like, okay, first off, who does that? And second of all, what the fuck? I didn't even ask you about your deck, dude. Why the hell are you bringing this up? And so I was thinking to myself, I gotta get the hell out of here, because this guy's actually really getting on my nerves, because, again, I don't got a problem with other people, people who play Magic. I don't whatsoever. I don't. But this guy I swear, this dude was trying to legit cause shit. He was legit trying to cause shit. So I was thinking, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Miguel looked at me. First, he was thinking to himself, okay, what the fuck? Because he did basically, he had the Rock's eyebrow for a sec. He was like, okay. And I was thinking, I was actually starting to get a little fumed. So I was tempted to fucking start telling this dude off, tell him to get the fuck out of my face. But lo and behold, Michael showed up. And oh man, thank goodness. As soon as he showed up, hilariously, without even timing it perfectly, the bus got here. Because we were still on, taking the bus, because it was a lot cheaper than, driving every day and wasting so much gas. And anyone who had a car in college or even in high school can tell you parking is a bitch. I've known some people who did the student parking thing, and their shit got broken into multiple times. So we took the bus. We weren't even dealing with that. So as soon as Michael got there, I was like, yo, let's get the hell out of here. And he was even wondering, why am I being so rushed? Because he had seen Miguel all day, and he was wondering, who's that other guy? And I was like, I'll tell you on the bus, and we got to get out of here. So as soon as we got out of there, I fucking told him. And then I got a text. Miguel, hilariously enough, was even he himself. The guy who I was saying could keep a conversation with almost anybody he just met. Because, let me give you a little quick insight. One time, me and channel member Michael and Miguel, we went to this card store in our area. I think it's closed down now. But we were walking home because we didn't have a car at the time. And so we were walking back, and literally this dude out of nowhere, wearing a wife beater, his hair was all messed up, and the dude smelled like booze, I'm not going to lie, started talking to Miguel about firearms. And Miguel doesn't know jack about firearms, but he still somehow kept the conversation going. So Miguel's done this before. He could keep conversations, but he texted me telling me he left just as soon as we left because he made an excuse his ride was there. So he basically told me he had to get out of there too because even he was getting annoyed. And that's pretty much where that ends. I saw the guy a couple of more times around campus, but I don't know what the hell happened to him. But basically the moral of this is, if you play another card game and you see another person playing the card game they like to play, don't be a dick. I mean, come on, who does that? What kind of person realistically gets so much self-satisfaction from the price of the pieces of cardboard they play for? They pay for it. Dude, it's a piece of cardboard. It's a card. It's a game. What the hell? I don't know what that guy was trying to do. I don't know if he was actually trying to start anything, or I don't know. Because I've met some really interesting other Magic players. If you want to hear another story about the time I've ran into someone interesting, and oh man, I just noticed this all involving people who play Magic. I'm not trying to take shots at people who play Magic, but let's just say another time we ran into another very interesting individual who, first off, we told him like 10 damn times we're not interested, and the guy tried to tell us he was the son of the devil. So if there's any interest in hearing more about that, let us know, and I'll even bring channel member Hector, because channel member Hector himself doesn't really play a lot of TCGs. He knows he's played Pokemon TCG and Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's about it. TCGs aren't really his thing. He's more into he's more into video games. But he had the most hilarious conversation with this guy because he was forced basically to talk to this dude. But if you want to hear about that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you want to hear that story, and I'll bring channel member Hector here to give the full details. And that's pretty much it. So, like I said, this wasn't to attack Magic players again. You guys are cool with me. I got no beef at all. But this happens for some reason in my area. I seem to just run across some of the bad eggs. But hey, let's be real. We've all had weird experiences like this before. Let's be honest, TCGs can attract some very interesting individuals. And that's pretty much the end of the video. Don't forget, if you made it this far, let me know what you think. And if you want to see me talk about any other of these interesting stories, because I got a bunch of them, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good week. Take care. Bye.